Welcome back, stars. We're gonna be doing a catch lesson today over Go Slow and Whoa Foods. We're gonna be learning the difference between meats, vegetables, and beans today. Before going over everything, I just want you guys to remember that all foods can be included in a healthy diet. It just depends on what food and how much you're gonna be adding to it. Some foods are better to have than others, and that is when knowing the difference between Go Slow and Whoa foods are going to come into play when you are planning your diet. So what are Go foods? Go foods are low in solid fats and don't have added sugar to them. What are Whoa foods? Whoa foods are going to be the foods that are high in saturated fat and added sugars. So you want to stay away from those. You don't want to eat those. What are slow foods? Foods that are in between Whoa and Go. We should always be eating more Go foods than slow foods, more slow foods than Whoa foods. Whoa foods are the foods that we don't really want to be eating that often. Slow foods are a little bit often, and Go foods are going to be the ones that we go to automatically because those are going to be the most healthy ones and nutritious ones, and it's going to be better for us in the long run. Before going into the activity and the lesson, I'm going to be explaining the difference between the meats: extra lean, lean, regular meat, and also fresh vegetables, frozen vegetables, canned vegetables, and deep fried vegetables. And lastly, we're going to be going over the processed foods. Okay, so first we're going to be going over the different kinds of meats. Extra lean meat is going to be the meat that you want to go for. It's going to have the lowest saturated fat out of the three meats. Next we have lean meat. It's going to have a little bit more saturated fat than extra lean, but it still doesn't have too much. The one that has the most is going to be regular meat, and that's the meat that you kind of want to stay away from just because it is going to have a lot of fats in there. You just want to stay away from these regular meats because it's going to have the most saturated fats. Fresh, frozen, canned, and deep fried vegetables. So the difference between them is that freshly picked vegetables are going to be the ones that are picked from farmers and sent directly to the grocery store. Frozen vegetables are going to be picked, sent to a factory, and then later on delivered to a grocery store. Same thing with canned. They go to a factory to be processed and to be canned, and then they're sent out to the grocery stores. Deep fried vegetables. It's in the title, guys. We want to stay away from them. Deep fried vegetables are going to be the vegetables that are cooked in oil. We want to stay away from those that has a lot of grease, a lot of excess grease, and that grease is going to be bad for our bodies. Lastly, processed food. Processed food is the most frowned upon food that we should eat. A lot of us actually eat it because it's there and it lasts longer. We're gonna buy this in bulk, and it's gonna sit on our shelf in our pantries, in our cabinets a lot longer. These processed foods are usually changed from its natural state, meaning that a lot of ingredients, added sugars, added fats are gonna be in these processed foods, and a lot of the times they last longer. They don't need to be refrigerated, so like I said, they're on they're in your cabinets, your pantries a lot longer. So we want to stay away from them. They are bad for us. Keep in mind, Go foods are going to be low in fats and don't have a lot of sugar. Whoa foods are going to be the foods that have the highest amount of fats and the highest amount of sugar. And slow foods are going to be in between. Keep in mind of that when we go through our activity. Now that I've explained the difference between the Go, Slow, and Whoa foods, I'm going to be reading out a list with different meats, dried beans, and different vegetables. You guys will then tell me or tell Coach Guevara what is a Go food, a slow food, and a Whoa food. The first food that I'm going to read you guys is beans. So beans like pinto beans, red beans, black beans. What do you guys think what category do you guys think they fall under? Do they fall under the go foods, the whoa foods, or the slow? I'm gonna give you guys a second, maybe pause the video so you guys could answer. All right, next one. Beans that are cooked with vegetable oil. Is that gonna fall under go, slow, or whoa food? Next one, ground chicken. Do you guys think ground chicken is gonna be under a go food, a slow food, or a whoa food? Lean ground beef. Is that a go food, whoa food, or slow food? Fried chicken. Usually you eat this at KFC or Popeyes or churches. Is that a go, slow, or whoa food? What about hot dogs? Are hot dogs a go, slow, or whoa food? What do you guys think? A hot dog. What about fried okra? Okra is a type of vegetable, but sometimes we could have it fried. Fried okra. What do you guys think? Go, slow, or whoa food? What do you guys think? Fried okra. Broccoli. What do you guys think? Broccoli is a go, slow, or whoa food? Go, slow, or whoa? Broccoli. What about broccoli when you have it with ranch? Just regular ranch. Broccoli and ranch. Go, slow, or whoa food? So potatoes are vegetables. Well, it falls under a vegetable category. What do you guys think? A regular cut potato, is a go, slow, or whoa food? What about French fries? French fries are made of potatoes. What are French fries? Go, slow, or whoa? All right, stars. So we've gone over and identified the difference between go, slow, and whoa foods. We know what type of meats we have now. We know the type of vegetables that we have now. Which ones are go, slow, and whoa? We've already found that out. Now that you guys know all this stuff, I want you guys to keep a diary, a daily diary if you can. Write down every time you guys eat a snack, or maybe eat lunch or dinner, breakfast, anything. I want you guys to go ahead and write that down. And whatever you eat, I want you to identify if it is a go, slow, or whoa food. This is more for you guys, to help you guys out, to make sure that you guys are on that healthy diet path. If you guys aren't eating a lot of go foods and more whoa foods and slow foods, maybe you guys could change that up. Ask your parents to buy more healthy stuff so you could get into that healthy diet. And it's better to do this now and get used to this now, before you guys get a little bit older and you start eating all this other junk that isn't good for your body. Let's go ahead and start that now. I want you guys to practice at least eating a healthy fruit, vegetable type of meat, so you guys could start changing those habits now, and you guys could start living a better and healthier lifestyle. That concludes my catch lesson for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a lot. Remember that it might not seem so important now, but as you get older, this type of health stuff and diet information will come in handy when you're playing sports, if and when you guys want to lose weight. It'll help you guys in the long run. Trust me, trust me, trust me when I say starting now with your healthy lifestyles, it's going to benefit you in the long run. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember to update your diaries daily. Go outside and play. Have fun. And learn a lot. See you guys.